Yes, Kiwi, let us know
Say you
you're
wanna
ready.
roll with a gangster, street credible, certified hustler. Put it down every time that I touch you. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it feel it, make it love, I wanna push ya. Keep it on the low, gotta hush ya. I ain't tripping off the man, it's a hustler. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it. My swag is West out, I know it's what you like. Let him go, clear your lane up, cause I'm coming through. 745 and the wheels spinning, bends on dubs and the system hitting. Oh, mommy like, oh. Take it over, go with a gangster. Street credible, certified hustler. Put it down every time that I touch ya. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it feel it, make it love, I wanna push ya. Keep it on the low, gotta hush up. I ain't tripping off the man, he's a buster. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it. I got it, anything you want, just tell me, baby, just name it. Street girl, tell me home, give me the look is yours. I gotta hear that's what excites ya. Let's go and get it, girl, tonight, cause you're the one. Put it down every time that I touch ya. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it feel it, make it love, I wanna push ya. Keep it on the low, gotta hush ya. I ain't tripping off that man, he's a buster. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it. Say you wanna roll with me, mommy. Say you wanna roll with me. You wanna roll with a gangster, street credible, certified hustler. Put it down every time that I touch ya. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it feel it, make it love, I wanna push ya. Keep it on the low, gotta hush ya. I ain't tripping off that man, he's a buster. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it. Say you wanna roll with a gangster, street credible, certified hustler. Put it down every time that I touch ya. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it feel it, make it love, I wanna push ya. Keep it on the low, gotta hush ya. I ain't tripping off the man, he's a buster. Take it to the crib, make it in the bed, make it.
Now we got one more for you, and then we're gonna start the show because we have a very, 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 very exciting show tonight for you.
Yes, we do.
Stay
I'm
tuned.
excited.
Tune in, tune in, tune in. I'm trying to give y'all a chance. Tune in. One more. Hey, hold on. That was the wrong one. But
Is it the hustle?
You just played Hustler.
Icon.
I think you played Mirror Mirror.
Legends, vets, and jets. What are we serving? We are serving. When I walk up in a room, it's a motherfucking ball. Security can't take inside the mall. I was born to serve. I was born to serve. Face. Category open, category closed. Strike the pose. Bow. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Take no prisoners, slay them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Take no prisoners, slay them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the flyest of them all? Me. It's giving what it's supposed to give. 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 Feel yourself. Feel yourself. Feel yourself. Feel yourself. Feel yourself. Now, the category. The category is drip. When I walk up in a room, it's a motherfucking look. Hands down, the kids are shook. Fendi Prada, Balenciaga, Fendi Prada, Balenciaga, Fendi Prada, Balenciaga. I was born to serve. I was born to serve. Labels, 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 labels. Category open, category closed. Strike a pose. Pose, 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 pose. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Take no prisoners, slay them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Take no prisoners, slay them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the flyest of them all? Me. It's giving what it's supposed to give. 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 Feel yourself, 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 feel yourself. Now, the category is body.
Get him, Tommy. Strike a pose, my closet goes. Walk in the room, punish hoes. Be your kid, waist on missing. Talk to me, next I get beat like my tennis. Little Tommy clowns, I call them nieces. Can't wear clothes, I rock pieces. Drip, body, face, goes. Chip, body, face, goes. Bang, 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 bang. It's a box with the pepper, bang, bang, bang. I can swing on the pole like an orangutan. I hate on my neck and all of my rings and things. Assalamu alaikum, I make them pray to God. Hair to the flower, heels to the sky. Sorry for the girls, they shouldn't even try. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm category face and body. Box pull up in the blue Bugatti. I got this cake at the birthday party. They shitting on these hoes like I don't know where to party.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Take no prisoners, slay them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Take no prisoners, slay them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the flyest of them all? Me.
Yes.
It's giving what it's supposed to give. 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 Feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Take no prisoners, slay them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Take no prisoners, slay them all. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the flyest of them all? Me. It's giving what it's supposed to give. 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 Feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself, feel yourself. Now, yeah, giving 10 across the board. 10. Tiffany Fox, Tommy Lee, and Anthony Cherry for Mirror for the win.
Yeah.
Bam. Pow. Bam.
Body, face, goes. Let's go. Body, face, goes.
Yeah.
All right now, we are Why Not Say It. This is your girl, Miss TV, and I stay in the building, along with my co-host.
Fast Lane 747, what up?
And you know, most of all, Mrs. Mink out of the
Yeah.
STL. We have
What's up, everybody?
today. I cannot wait. I am so excited to get
This is going to be epic. And I mean, he puts the E in epic. I can't wait for him to get talking to us and, hey, just sharing all kind of stuff. This is going to be good. I was really excited when it was that Mr. Cherry in the building told us that he would give us the opportunity to come on our show and give us an interview. That was just epic to me. He's one of St. Louis' own and finest, most
You
definitely.
gotta know it.
Yes. All right, so we want to just jump right in because there's just so much. I'm pretty sure that all our viewers are all excited about what it is that you got to share with us tonight. So I'm going to have you, Mr. Cherry, come on in and tell us about you.
What up, y'all? Thank you for having me, first of all, Miss Mink and the rest of you guys over there at the podcast. What is the actual name of the podcast? I can have it right.
It's Why Not Say It. So why not say it?
Shout out to Why Not Say It. in St. Louis, Missouri. That's my hometown. I just got back. I've been home 2 days now from St. Louis. I was there since the 20th. I was in St. Louis. I had to do the news on the 22nd. I had to do the news on the 22nd. I was there I just released a book. I am now an author, on top of being an actor, celebrity hairstylist, a musician, a chef, low key, and like a political activist to a certain extent. I'm very knowledgeable. I like to edify people, but I was in the loop for my book signing. My book signing was at Prime Top Shop in Bridgeton on the 25th, which was a Sunday. It was a turnout, sold out, and it was a great time, great vibes. And here I am now with you guys, and let's get it in.
Yes,
we definitely appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you for taking time out to come to Why Not Said. This is an honor, and I'm definitely honored because I am also a hairstylist. But baby, when I say you put the twist to the twist, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yes, that's what got me to where I'm at. In the Bible it says your gift will make room. Like my name of my book is called From Rocks to Locks. I went from selling drugs to doing hair as a teenager, when I was trying to find myself.
Okay.
So, hair was my gift. So now my room is, entertaining people, keeping them entertained and being a tastemaker, creating taste shits, making stuff that I can make for a tastemaker, basically. Okay. I make it, you taste it, and you tell me what you think it hit for.
Oh yes, well it kind of tastes like cherry.
You already know because not only am I highly favored, I'm highly flavored. The last name is Cherry. You heard me?
Yes, and y'all heard it from himself. Yes, he is highly flavored, but he is highly favored. All right,
yes.
I love it.
So give us a little bit of background. You gave us a little bit of background, but you stated that you just was in St. Louis and you wrote a book from
Rocks to Locks.
Rocks to Locks. So tell us a little bit about what that kind of meant.
From Rocks to Locks actually chronicles my journey from the hood of the Historicville areas where I'm from, the 4500 block of Garfield. The challenges that I went through as an adolescent and a teen, growing up in the hardcore streets of St. Louis and making it to Hollywood, and the transition of how what it took to make it in Hollywood sustained me, and the trials and tribulations that I went through, which was I was triumphant over the adversities to be here to be able to speak about it. And I wanted to let everybody know that not only just in St. Louis, especially my target was St. Louis, but to all demographics, no matter what age you are, no matter where you come from, no matter the mountains that are in front of you, the molehills, you can climb those, you can conquer them, like Goliath, right?
All right.
David defeated Goliath,
Yes,
so there's you can always get over anything or any triumphs that's over your life. You can be victorious over those things. And that's why I wrote the book. And the book starts from from when I was a kid,
Okay.
And just the things that I went through, having to fight so much in St. Louis, growing up in a very, being the oldest of 6 kids, the pressures that had on me to relate to self-help for other kids that are the oldest of the family or the only of the family that have pressures. You could be the middle child, but be the most responsible one, that the pressure that'll be on you is only really shaping your character for the future. So don't think that those things are beating you up, or don't feel weak to feel like that, this is too hard. And, because God said, it's not what happened to you, it's what happened for you. All those things that happen to you to actually shape you and to prepare you for the world ahead, actually.
Yes, most definitely. So were you saying something, Miss Kiwi? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just so excited. Look, I done got tongue tied over here. Go ahead, Miss Meek, because I'm going to come in. But, baby, I'm just excited about this tonight. And being in the presence of another hairstylist, baby. And, baby, when I say I just got to snap to it, because he doing his thing. He is doing his thing. And I am very, very honored to even get to know you. And I thank God for putting you in our presence.
Yes, most definitely.
And you know what's crazy is it's a lot of people that came out of St. Louis. I've been gone since 2001. I had my best friend had got murdered. Then I got shot, and then I was like, then God spoke to me and was like, "Don't bury your treasure in St. Louis. Go."
All right now.
So
All right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I hearkened to the voice of the Lord, and I followed what he said do. So that's chronicled in the book too. The book is on my website at anthonycherry.com. Very easy. Okay. anthonycherry.com. Just like the
I already copped it. I can't wait till I get it so I can read it.
All right.
Okay,
now.
so then I went from what was the point? Because I lost track.
Oh,
you were
just that God told you don't bury your gifts in
St. Louis. God told me don't bury my treasure in St. Louis, that I had more to offer. Like even in the book, you'll see where right after I got shot, I was living over on like Caroline off of Blaine by Vista. It was a popular weed spot at the time. When they were shut down at night, I would open back up, and somebody got word of it, and they shot me. Right.
Wow.
2 weeks later, somebody that I knew came in my house to rob me, and I'm like, bro, you can't. That was the last straw, and I'm like, bro, you cannot kill me. Like if you kill me right now, my family would never know what happened to me. I said, I literally told him, I said, I have too much to live for. I have purpose on my life.
All right,
and I asked God, and I asked God at that moment, I said, God, you're the same God that saved me the last time that I got shot. Be here for me one more time. So I busted and ran out of the door. And here I am today. And I like, you know what? And I never look back. And what's crazy is when they say, touch not thy anointed and do his prophets no harm. I know I'm special to God. And they cannot even be tested or tried because I walked my life. And that person is no longer alive. He was dead, like he overdosed like 2 weeks later. Wow. You know, and I talk about certain people who have rised up against me. And this is what this is really about when I was young, I used to fight a lot. But then at one point, when God was evolving me to become, like you say in the Bible, when I was a young man, I did things that boys did. When I became a man, I had to put on new armor, right?
All right.
So it got to the point where God was like, you can't keep on just fighting people. You know, he said, he spoke to me one time where I got ready to do something really crucial. And I heard a voice tell me right before I did it, that little bitty still voice, listen to it. It said, vengeance is the Lord. It came quiet. But I said, you know what? It's vengeance is mine. And I paid for it. Even though God had mercy on me in that situation, if you read the book, you'll see what happened. And I got out of it. However, then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start letting God fight my battles. You know, and in the more, like they said, practice makes perfect. And the more I allow myself to just let God do it for me, I always sort of reward on the other end. And then the devil come to kill, to destroy. Yes, if you got a calling on your life, the enemy want to stop you.
Yes.
So, and I was like, no, I'm going to be a little bit wiser than that. I'm going to let God handle you. You know, and ever since then, God has been giving me crowns on top of crowns. And it's like, and just because you're chosen by God, because it say gifts come without repentance, and I'm going to reign on the just as well as the unjust. He's just a just God. Yes. No, it don't mean that I'm not going to go through, but it's how I'm going to go through. Yeah. And I have the faith of knowing that I'm going to get through on the other side. Just this too shall pass type vibe, right? So everything in my life and anybody's thing that you're going through right now in your life, if you listening or anybody that's on the panel, if you're going through something, it's only temporary. And God doing it to either shape your character, one, right? Or sometimes man's rejection is God's protection. So you just never know why certain things that are happening in your life or haven't happened, but this too shall pass, you know? And then and I've been blessed to be able to have like prophets, like my grandmother, Georgia May Hunt. If you can see, she's right here on my mantle on one of those pictures back there, right? Okay. I keep her and my other grandmother, my dad's mom, right there every day so I can acknowledge them. You know, those are my ancestors who helped pave the way for me. And that's another thing. We got to be thankful for the people who came before us. And that's why by you saying you're a hairstylist, like we can never forget. We moving into a time right now where it's whatever over integrity, right? Integrity is gone. Morals are gone. I know you guys seen in the news recently about how they said at the Essence Fest when Megan Thee Stallion came and she was twerking on the stage, how people felt living, right? Because like everything, like, then they like, well, you know, Little Kim did it. Well, when Little Kim did it, it was at a time where that was just an option. Now everybody wanted to just do twerk music, and there's nothing wrong with twerk music, but it's like, where are the other options? Where's the class? Where's the integrity? They wonder why we at as a society. I live the dream of Martin Luther King, where I'm gonna be judged by the content of my character. I don't care what y'all doing over there. Yes, I'd rather be the house nigga. If cause the field niggas, they didn't let the field niggas in and they destroying it. Everything that the white man wanted us to look like, we are that right now. With the free doom.
Say it, Mr. Terry. Say it.
You know, there's no more class. You know, there's no more leaders. You know, I'm gonna lead by example. You know, and yes, I'm a sinner. I may do wrong, but I'm gonna do things with discretion. I'm not gonna solicit and sell discord or just dumb shit. You know, exactly. And it's like we wonder why where we at in the society where the crime is. It's the music. We are vibration. That's why you just listened earlier to my music. My music is uplifting, you know, or something. But they don't want the record label's not gonna sign that. Right now, if you make a movie, they want the movie to be about sex, betrayal, and murder. Mm-hmm. And yes, that does happen. But there are other parts of life. Yes, we have reached the point now where we are not crackheads no more in movies. We are not the women are not whores anymore. We are like black excellence. So now what are they doing now? They're trying to destroy that by distracting us with reality television, which is very low vibrational. The music, everything's about F&B, and it's just so much. I can go on and on. This is y'all interview. I know I was rambling for a minute, and I know it all made sense for those who got it. Yes. But you know, so what else do you want to ask me? You know,
it's all about why not say it. So you said it. So
yes. And the thing about it is you don't have no. We on a time, but we ain't on a time, baby. And you can say, for those who have tuned in, and for those who have not, baby, tune in. We are getting some knowledge tonight. It is not all about you. It is all about Anthony Cherry, King of the New, baby. That's right. It is all about you.
You can follow me on my Instagram at King of Hair is my hair page. Then my music page is at Anthony Cherry Official. I'm also a talk show host on a show called Girlfriends and Champagne. That's on Tubi. Girlfriends and Champagne. You can watch it 24 hours a day. It's like 4 different episodes. We started in 2016. I'm one of the co-hosts and I'm the producer of the show. I make sure I invite all of the guests. I write every content that we have for every show. I'm the one who makes it happen. And,
we want to get on that show. We want to get on that show. We also want to be your guest, most definitely.
And I think the next thing we're going to do for the BET Awards, I think that's in October or something. We will be there. So if you're in Atlanta, pull up and we can make that happen.
I'm in the ATL. All you got to do is give me the info.
Say less.
Give it to me.
And I'm going to come up there for my birthday then. That's going to be my birthday present.
Yeah, say less.
Yes. So I do have a question for you. What makes you a trailblazer?
I just received that award over the BET weekend from my company. We honor people every year, but then the publicists who get it like, let's honor you. And what made me a trailblazer? Because I'm fearless and I'm bold.
All right.
And I'm very intentional and I very courageous. You know, like as you see, like I'm multifaceted. You know, I'm an actor on a TV. I'm an actor on a show called The House of Vicious with Tammy Roman, which I have a recurring role. I play a reporter. I opened up the stage last year for the beginning of the movie to set the tone. You know, I'm also on the TV. I was just on a movie just recently on Lifetime called With Every Breath That She Takes. I was in a scene with Tisha Campbell and Tamala Jones. And then, you know, I have music. I have 8 songs out on all platforms right now. I have 3 music videos out. I have a music video called Heavenly Father. That's my social commentary song about what we went through over the last 4 years. And it's very soul touching. Heavenly Father. Make sure you check that out. Then I have a song out called Not Fair. Not Fair is like a basic, I was inspired by Jagged Edge 112 type vibes, right? And then I have a song called J-Lo. J-Lo Without the Dough. It's kind of like a fun, silly song that people who could equate you down, you know, got to make something for the not too conscious people, right? That's what makes me a trailblazer. And then not only that, I left St. Louis to show people if I could do it, you could do it. That's what trailblazers do. They trailblazers light the road for the next people behind them. And that's exactly what God has chosen me to do. And I step up to the plate in the mantle to carry it with class and distinction and with discretion. I'd rather stand on the side with I was sitting on the side with Oprah Winfrey versus Ayana Von Zock. I don't need you to fix my life. I just need you to enhance it. Okay.
Right. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. So I don't know if you all can see my screen, but this is a picture of him and his award being that trailblazer. I mean, shout out to you, sir.
Yes. Absolute. Oh my God, this is
hard work pay off.
Yes, it do. Yes,
and hard work don't go unseen by the eyes of God either.
All right now.
It sure doesn't. It sure doesn't.
Sometimes we can be doing so much in life, and I'm talking from personal experience. You can be doing so much in your life, and you feel like it's not paying off. Just hold on. Like a prophet told me before I left St. Louis, a prophet prophesied to me, Miss Merlin in St. Louis. She came to me and she said, I keep saying something about Hollywood. Now, I plan on going to New York because at that time I was like 175 pounds. I wanted to model. Okay. Right? She was like, I thought I was going to go to New York. She said, I keep hearing something about Hollywood. Stars are going to come to you for something. She said, you're going to go on a long journey. She said, something about a producer going to mean something to you. And I'm thinking in my time, what is she talking about? But I identified with that because my grandmother who passed was a prophet. So I connected with it, right? So Lord is get to LA. I end up coming to LA, and stars do come to me for something. They come and get their hair done.
All right,
you know. And then she gave me this. She gave me this scripture, Habakkuk 2:5. It says, it's on the back of my book. It says, write the vision upon the table, so the man who will read it and run. Though it may tarry, which means though it may wait for it. The vision is for an appointed time, and God's words does not come back void. So if you're listening to this show, or if you're a part of this show, God has placed something down on your spirit for you to receive in your life that you want, that's by purpose.
Yes.
For God.
Yes.
It will come to pass. So whatever it is, I don't know whatever it is. And in life, if it's not purpose driven, it ain't gonna last. Just like class. If it ain't bonafide by class, it ain't gonna last. Now you can do you, and I'm not knocking other people that choose to do other things in your life. That is on you. Do you records. But whatever is for God will stand.
Yeah, that's right. Sure. Yes, it will. Yes, it. When I say on fire,
if y'all ain't tuned in, come on, tune in and get some of this knowledge, baby. Hey, you might not get it again, or if you get it again, you'll be blessed. But get it right now. 515-599-1687. If you want to tune in and ask Mr. Cherry some questions, cause he got an answer.
You better know it.
Yes. So you say you do a lot of the stars' hair. If you don't mind, hey, give us like a rundown of whose hair have you done?
The first person to ever give me the name celebrity hairstylist was Missy Elliott.
All right now.
Yeah, it was Missy Elliott. I ended up booking a job. I ended up working with Mona Scott Young, the one who created Love and Hip Hop. Mona was my first client who gave me Missy. Mona was the first person to ever take me out of the country. She took me to Kuala Lumpur right after 2 weeks of like a month or less of knowing her. And that's how I got the name. I was right there with Mona at the helm because my best friend Danielle Crawley, shout out to Danielle Crawley and Mona Scott Young. Danielle is somebody who I met in St. Louis when she was 16, and I ended up bumping into her on my journey in LA. Danielle Crawley right now, she's a casting director for Wild 'N Out. She's been working with Nick Cannon forever, right? So now Tuesday, now she's evolved to the point where now Maxim 100 party, right? The 160th women alive. Danielle just casted and booked that. And it's Tuesday, so I'll be there Tuesday. Ready, ringing like a bell, fresh and ready to go. But then I ended up working with like Jill Scott was one of the people that like. The lady came in my life and just was everything to me. She dropped so many jewels on me. Jill Scott told me, she said, Anthony, I always want to do good with hints of greatness. She said, I never want to drop down here, and I don't never want to have to go too high. Let me stay right here, but like, boom, boom. I downloaded that. Tyler Perry, I worked with him on the press junket with Keisha Knight Pulliam. I did the whole press junket where we went to different places to talk about the movie. And he told me one day, he dropped a jewel on me. He said, always stay up under the radar. So when your moment comes, you remain untainted. To this day, I have an impeccable reputation in Hollywood. Yes. I'm highly respected. And I show up, But then Tyler Perry did do something I still want to know. He told me the last day of the press junket, he was like, you know why I keep staring at you? And I'm like, no, why? And he was like, you remind me of somebody that I do not like.
Wow.
And I'm like, did he know that one day I will be making movies and TV, because I am turning my book from Rocks to Locks to a movie, and it will be based in St. Louis. So St. Louis is always part of the conversation.
All right now, I'm always for her. Hey now, I know how to act.
Hey, say less. I will be having auditions in St. Louis.
Yeah,
I will be having auditions in St. Louis soon. I have a couple of celebrities that's attached to it.
All right,
not gonna talk about it too much, but just letting the city know I will be coming home. If anybody try to do it before me, y'all heard it first right here.
That's right.
Why not say it, baby? You heard it here. Why not say it? From himself.
If anybody's trying to come and compete and compare, go for it. It's enough room for everybody. But Anthony Cherry is coming home because I love my city that much to put us further on the map.
All right.
Because St. Louis is always part of the conversation. Everywhere I go, we're highly respected. Then like I work with like Sierra. The first article I was in pictured with a celebrity in that magazine. Was in Hyper magazine with Brandy. I come from the era where it was true Hollywood, true star quality. It's everybody's influencers now. The last people of celebrities we see with Beyonce, Rihanna, and Nicki Minaj. Cardi B, I love Cardi B, but she ushered in a whole other world of female talent, which is, I like it, but I want to see more diversity. And I work with, I've done like the new rappers. I've done Cash Doll, I've done Sweetie. Who else? All the reality stars you can imagine. Tommy is one of like my favorites. She's on the song Mirror Mirror. My cousin is Tiffany Fox. I was part of the reason how she got signed.
Shout out to Tiffany Fox.
Yeah, that's my little cousin. She's on the song Mirror Mirror as well. Tiffany came to visit me in LA when I first moved her. She was signed to Snoop Dogg a month later through my connections.
All right.
I am the plug. You know, but I've helped so many people throughout my life. Now it's time to help me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Shine my star. You know, all my star dust I've given away. I'm not going to keep it all to myself, but right now I'm sprinkling myself.
All right.
That's right.
I'm sprinkling myself.
Sprinkling, baby.
You deserve it. You deserve
But
it.
I've worked with just about everybody in Hollywood from the what is her name? Tisha Campbell, just Tammy Roman, got to shout her out. I did everybody her on the House of Visions, the show that I'm on. I was double booked. One day Tammy was like, Anthony, the reporter not showing up. Can you told me that you act. Let's do it. I had 10 minutes to get ready. Hold on. I had 10 minutes to get ready, and I framed this. So this is my first script right here.
All right now.
You know, so I had 10 minutes to get ready to deliver that. And what's the lady name? The girl's name from Tootie. Remember Tootie? Kim Fields.
Kim Fields.
Kim Fields was the director on that. She said, okay, we did rehearsal, and she was like, let's go. So I'm like, hey, I guess I did good. And then who else have I done? Oh my God, I've done, what's the one? Nia Long.
Shout out to Miss Nia Long. That's my girl.
I've done Angela Bassett.
Oh, the queen. Oh my goodness, I love her.
I've done
Shout
Tasha
out
Smith.
to all of these.
Yeah, I've done Tasha Smith. I've done you just have to Google it, baby, because I work from A list to F list. You know, the F list is the foolishness right now. Reality television. I've done everybody. I've done everybody from Basketball Wives to Love and Hip Hop. Shouts out to Emily B. Shouts out to Carly Red. Shouts out to Laura Govan. Shouts out to Emily Lozada. Shouts out to Malaysia Pargo. I love all of them. Shouts out to Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan has been one of my longtime clients and like a sister. Shouts out to Brooke Bailey. Shouts out to Tierra Marie. That's my little baby sister. And it's just a lot. I've done a lot, and I think like now is my moment where people are going to know. It's like the rock and the slingshot effect. Like there's so many people that they came after me before who've had their moment, but God say the best for last.
That's right. Oh, yes. Most definitely. And you are so true. That's so true. Yeah. So we trying to make sure that we can get Fast Lane and Raz on out there to you, so that you can do your do with them.
Sprinkle them.
Yes, we're trying to sprinkle them, baby.
We're on
We're trying to get it there.
We're putting it together right now. We coming.
Yes. But like I told you when we were talking, hey, you family now. You a part of the family.
Yeah.
So, hey, well, you been family. You're right, but
wait a minute, I can't say that Skip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I couldn't see Skip like family.
Yes.
And I listen. I already told Skip that there ain't really too many real, NIGGAs in LA. When they see a real one, and them they decent looking dudes, because Raz is my baby brother. Man, please, Raz came out of listen. My homegirl Danielle, right? My best friend Danielle, her birthday is the same day as Raz's, October the 16th. Okay. When Raz got out of jail, he came to LA for his birthday. So it's basically like Danielle gave him a party too. Okay. When I tell you, man, them women like if the women was on.
Oh, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Tell him.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
Yeah. Fast Lane say he finna get there ASAP.
I'm out of here.
Yes, you heard it from the man.
But we're gonna have to
himself.
come and visit you and see you and hey, explore with you most definitely, because when we was even talking, just talking about some of the old school and what it is that you loved about the old school. Yeah, the new school is real good. Love it. But it ain't nothing like the old school.
No, because you know what? We came from the dope days.
Yes,
and which really made us dope.
Exactly.
Which really made us dope. Like, how can I be like? I'm proud to say I'm 50.
Me too, baby. Shout out to you, baby, because you look good. Yes, we do. We look good, baby.
So that's the difference between these days and back then, because you put a 27 or a 30-year-old person aside of me, you ain't gonna really be able to tell no difference.
Okay, now you finna start something, cause baby, I was just told that. So
like in St. Louis, in St. Louis, it's a bunch like what's real can never be threatened. Like in St. Louis, it's a bunch of BBLs, beautiful black ladies that got natural bodies.
That's right.
It's just a lot. I won't knock the new generation, because what we passed down to them, it's like everything that our Martin Luther King and our ancestors fought for us to have class and dignity. And it's like all the parents did all of this hard work so their children wouldn't have to go through what they went through. It's kind of like they need to go through it. That's why they can appreciate things, because giving them these things have only made them narcissistic, arrogant, rude, selfish. That's why it's called Instagram, because it's instant gratification and it's about self. When you work for self, you take love out and that's so God.
That's right. Absolutely.
It's bad enough that they done took whooping kids out of school. They took God out of school. It's just so much that has changed the dichotomy of the history of family about black people. We all know that wasn't a strategic agenda to do, and they didn't won so far.
Yep, we done played in their hands, but it's time to change.
It is.
It's time to turn that all around and show them what we really made of. It's time to take it back to old school, because that's what I look forward to, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. That's the reason why me and my co-hosts have this show, because it's time to get
the gap. We gotta bridge that gap.
And only thing you gotta do is be the change that you want to see. It starts there.
Yep.
Because they say your vibe attract your tribe.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's all you gotta do. Keep doing it, and it'll germinate. It's like a snowball effect. And then there's always gonna be a minority, and there's always gonna be a majority, right?
Right.
Whichever one you part of, as long as you're doing your best. That's all that really matters. And I do believe that at one point, whoever supposed to gravitate to that part of what you're trying to steal will.
That's right. That's why you're here tonight. That's why you're here tonight. And that's why Raz was here last week. Hey, we're going to keep it going, and keep them coming on, because we want to hear from everybody. It's no limits. No limits on why not say it.
None at all. Why not say it?
Most definitely. Yes. So we are really excited.
Why not say it? We coming.
Yes. And we are so happy. And I mean, it's a blessing for everything that you have accomplished, even though it was that you came from, like you said, the slums. Hey, and now look at where you are. But you had your eyes set on the right path, and that was God. You put him first, and he brought you to where it is that you are right now. Like you stated, you have worn many crowns, and I want you to kind of go back to that, because we heard about some of the crowns. What other crowns have you worn?
The best is still yet to come. It's a bunch of things. Like the next thing is me moving into being a director. Wow. I'm a tastemaker. Like, I don't know, Skip. Remember, I had Skip them in a hair show. Like back when how I became popular in St. Louis was I left St. Louis. I came back in St. Louis like '94. When I came back, I was doing her in Milwaukee and Detroit. When I came back to St. Louis is so advanced that I had to catch up. Like they say, I must have got to catch up. The only thing I had in mind that I was attractive and I was fly, and girls just wanted to sit in my seat. but that gave me a chance to perfect my craft, right? And that's how I took From Rocks to Locks, my book, From Rocks to Locks. I said, okay, when I used to sell rocks, I used to want to sell like 4 to 5 a day to make me like $100. And then sometimes you take shorts. Maybe sometimes I end up with $70, $75. By the end of the week, I can have 700 or no less than 500 or 400 for a little boy that's like 15 years old, right? So when I got back to St. Louis back then, the sets was like $25. I'm like, well, I'm gonna sit in the salon, do walk-ins until I get the right stuff. Then I did a hair show. Did the hair show at the Adams Mark Hotel. Got like all the baddies together: Michelle Adams, Michelle Porter, my twin sister Shireen, Tiffany Yoakley, Amaris, a girl named Kia. These girls used to go hard body in the city. Okay. They put it on. They was the Lil' Kims and the Foxy Browns before any of the other things that's going around now, you know. But the game never changes. Only the players do. Remember that, you know. So I won the hair show. My brother Ransom was in there. I've always had vision. You know, they say in the Bible, man without vision would perish. God has always gave me vision. I could see things before it happened. You know, so I would get an idea in my head about what I would want to do, like now with the movie. Now I see exactly how I want my movies to be, and then God always come in and make it even better than what I like, or even be exactly what I envision. So being a director moving forward, that's next. And I have somebody who's really, really popular, and people know her, people love her, who I just reached out to, who is willing to be part of my project. And I'm so honored. I'm not gonna say the name, but it's called I'm gonna keep it under wraps. Everybody loves her. So she's gonna help me hopefully produce my movie and probably help me direct it and be in it. And then this other thing, like I cook all the time, and not only that, I'm an herbalist. Like I literally know how to heal people. I've healed myself from things. Just like now, since I've been back from St. Louis, I don't know what that weather quality that y'all had with the fire from Canada. I've been back like I'm congested as F-U-C-K right now from that fire and that smoke. Like when you're an empath, which I am. When God uses, you're sensitive to everything. You know, you have to be sensitive. Not a sensitive where you weak. You just in tune with things, right? So I had to come home, get myself together to get prepared for y'all. Because right before this, I have been asleep all day to try to get myself fresh and ready and don't look crazy. Eyes not red, but not only that, I make music. I could do hair in my sleep. You know, I've been doing hair since I was in the 6th grade. My grandmother, Velma Parham, was the first person to ever do extensions in the city of St. Louis, dating back to 1955, where it was pole weaving. I used to make my money down in her beauty salon. How you buy her on the track, I used to do that by hand for my grandmother. For people, she would come in and show me how many pieces she need. It would take hours to do that, but I did it. You know, like I said, hard work does not go unseen by the eyes of God.
Come on,
and that's another thing. You have to do the work.
That's
you
right.
have to do the work. Like right now, even though we're living in a time, I call it whatever over integrity. Like a lot of stuff that's flying right now, take no thought. They can get out. Like even in my book that I'm writing right now, I'm writing the sequel to From Rocks to Locks. It's called The Best of Both Worlds. And in the book, I'm gonna just give y'all a little insight to the best of both worlds. In the book, there's this guy, I call him Bad Boy, which we end up calling him BB. BB, I've been on the record label as a writer. Because this book, I'm gonna make some fiction, some not fiction. Is it true or ain't it true? This is the way for me to be able to formulate the movie. Because I'm gonna do Rocks for Locks is gonna be in the movie, but those are gonna be, I'm gonna do flashback scenes to Rocks to Locks. Because we're gonna start in today's time and then go back. That's why it's called The Best of Both Worlds, right? So with BB, he's an artist that got signed to the label that I happen to be on. They have not moved me. I just been sitting on the label. BB come in and he flourishes because he got a song called Doodoo on Me.
Doodoo on me, okay.
just to show you where we at in society, right? It's called Doodoo on Me.
Okay.
But what ends up happening is in the book, BB has always known about me because I'm popular. I wrote many hits for different people in the business, and he loved my pen. Because he don't have a pen capability. He just was talented enough to make a song called Doodoo on Me. But me and him end up teaming up in the movie, and he helped blow me up. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I'm not going to tell you no more about that, but the next book that I'm writing right now, which I'm almost done, is called Best of Both Worlds, coming soon. And that's what we're going to start the filming at, with Best of Both Worlds.
Look forward. It's coming soon. It's coming soon for those who are tuned in. He got one.
Yeah, and then also, because if you heard me And since we've been talking, I've been giving y'all like these little one-liners. Like, it's not what happened to you, it's what happened for you. Exactly. I'm ready also to make a book right for Christmas. I'm going to release it. I have 300 quotes, my 3 Anthony Cherry go-to quotes to get you through any situation in life.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. So it's going to be 300 quotes. It'll be out for Christmas. Put it out for maybe around, right at the top of November. I'm going to put it out. It's a book of 300 quotes to help you get through anything. And some other things, like I told you before, I'm an actor, singer, hairstylist, philanthropist. I'm really an activist too, because I'm really big on edifying the culture this is another thing, right? I just had a spiritual awakening. I always thought that I knew stuff, right? Until like 2016. 2016, when Trump got ready to run for office, I noticed that on the news now, the news put this out. They promoted this. This lets you know part of the agenda. The news put out, showed a lady calling people at the polls niggers. Like, why would y'all do that? Y'all exciting the right. You know, you ain't nothing that you show and showcase, but they were only getting us ready for the propaganda with Trump. They taught us to hate Trump, which means because he was racist. No, they all racist, baby.
Exactly. That's
Trump
right.
Is the only one.
Yeah.
You know, so then I like to edify people to be a critical thinker. You know, people like they talk about vote Democratic. No, you only vote Democratic because your mother and your grandmama them instilled it in you. Because at one point, if you didn't vote Democratic, they killed you. You know, the first Republican Party was 150 black men. Okay, for people who don't know, if you don't know, you won't grow. But that's why another thing, I may be jumping around, but stay with me. That's why you notice there's so many people that are wearing dreads now, because those are the ancestors. Those are the antennas. They're coming back. The quantum energy that's on this earth for us right now. Why you think it's so miraculous for so many of these young people? The younger people are wealthy now, but they're not carrying the mantle to make the wealth last. You know, because what they're been programmed to the music got them just doing foolishness. But anyway, that's on them. But however, I like to talk about our ancestral past, and then like nobody like when people try to challenge me about the Bible, I'm like, were you there day one? How are you going to definitively tell me that this is the truth? You weren't there. You're only going by what you've been taught. And a lot of things that we've been taught have been lies. Yeah. And that's what I was going to when I saw that on the news. I Googled, like, I never thought about it. Why do white people don't like black people? And this dude went and told me, he said, when I went to press it on YouTube, the dude like, have you ever thought about everything that we've been taught been a lie? When he said that, it's like, then I ended up watching that movie called Birth of a Nation with Nat Turner. About how they chose him, the only slave that could read, to go around to all of the slaves. They took him on tour to talk about certain parts from the Bible. Obey your slave owner. Because we are people, we are the living word. We never had to document the Bible because we are the living word.
Yeah, true indeed.
It was the other people that came to the Greeks to watch what we did. We never needed to do that.
Yeah, because
we were righteous beings. We only wanted to thrive and to be. That's why we're children of the sun. That's why if you look at LA, but LA, the sun had been blocked out. That's what I'm saying. It's so much more. But yes, I'm an activist. I love to spread the new truth and the knowledge. And like they say, no matter who or what you try, if you stop me, it does not matter. You only show that what I was talking about was the truth.
We gotta have you back. Yeah. We most definitely
gotta have you back.
Gotta continue.
Yes, we have to have a part 2
to be continued.
That's right. To be continued.
And I truly appreciate you. But we definitely gotta have you back in the building, baby. Because one thing today, if you didn't tune in, shame on you. But you can catch it. Just go back, rewind, and play it. And we love you for tuning in, those that did. We have Mr. Anthony Cherry not in the studio, but on the screen, and we appreciate you for stopping by.
Yeah, you know what? I'm coming back to St. Louis. Talked to Mocha Latte. The other day that I got back, her and Alice Prince. I'm ready to come back, and I'm gonna do a fire chat conversation with Anthony Cherry, where I come back and I read some of the parts of my book. And have Q&As for people who want to ask questions about my book. So when I come back, I'm going to pull up on y'all.
All right.
And make sure you text me. Make sure you text me because I want to watch the show. Me and Christy was trying to find the last podcast that you stated that you were on. And
it's on, go to my Facebook. It's on there. What Up Though Radio. What Up Though Radio.
Okay.
All thing you got to do is go to Facebook and put in search What Up Though.
Okay.
And it's on my Facebook as well. Just scroll down, you'll see it.
Okay, we got you. So, family, we appreciate you coming on.
Yes.
And don't be surprised if I don't send you a text and say, okay, I got me a ticket. I'm on my way up there. What's the address?
Say less. I'm gonna show you a good time.
Okay,
I'm gonna be right with her because she ain't leaving me, baby. Miss Mink is in the building. You hear me?
You heard me.
Yes. So we appreciate you once again. Can you just shout out real quickly where where people can find your book and everything else?
You can follow me on at Anthony Cherry on Instagram. The link is in my bio, but my book and everything about me is at www.anthonycherry.com. So easy. anthonycherry.com. And you can also Google me too. It's a bunch of different stuff. You can find me on Tubi. On a show called Girlfriends and Champagne, and of course, I'm Champagne. I'm the pop and the fizz that everybody needs. Okay.
Yes, you
are. Baby, we gonna keep it coming. We definitely gonna keep it coming. Back to back to back. Every Friday, we got something good for you.
All right, make sure y'all listen to all of my music. I have 8 songs out. The name of this album is called Inclusive. I made something for everybody. Okay. So go check it out and let me know what songs you like the most. I did a little bit of R&B. I did ballads. I did a gospel-like song. I did fun stuff. And I did like real music, substance music as well. So check it out and let me know what you think.
Yeah. Okay. I like Mirror Mirror. I do like that.
Yeah, get the pop. Yeah. That song was playing in Targets all around America for Christmas.
Okay. All right. Yes. All right, Miss Kiwi, you gonna take us on home?
Most definitely. For those that didn't tune in, shame on you, but you can catch us. Till next time, Friday, every Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. Why not say it? Definitely in the building.
Yeah. Thank you again, Mr. Chipley.
No, thank you, baby.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Stay blessed.
Now, y'all too.
Yeah.
All right.
Until the next time.
We on our way.
We is out of here.
I bet.
Yes, we're gonna hit one of yours, and then we're gonna play one of Mr. Cherry's to take us home.